Next tonight, a claim that Nottingham Prison is a powder keg and that it's running out of control. The allegations come from the national boss of the Prison Officers Association.
And tonight we can reveal that there has been a sharp increase in disruptive protests at jails right across the East Midlands. Our social affairs correspondent, Jeremy Ball, can tell us more. Jeremy, good evening. So what's been happening?
Well, here at Nottingham just this week there have been a number of protests, prisoners climbing onto netting, one cell set on fire. Just yesterday a 6-hour standoff as some inmates refused to go back to their cells. But prison officers here have been warning of trouble for some time. We first started hearing their concerns 2 years ago when officers walked out of this jail after a string of violent attacks. And now the union's boss has told me the situation's becoming extremely dangerous because there are fewer officers and more than 1,000 inmates in a jail that's only designed for 700.
Nottingham, we would say, is a powder keg prison. We're continually getting reports of issues and incidents at Nottingham, and you only have to go back to January. There was a major incident there as well where our members were attacked, keys were taken off them, etc.
So Jeremy, how typical are the problems at Nottingham Prison?
Well, Dominic, we've used the Freedom of Information Act to find out what's happening at jails across the region. Now, there's no breakdown available for the number of assaults, but we have discovered a sharp increase in what's known as incidents at height. They're a common form of protest where prisoners climb up onto netting or ledges. Now, you can see from this map that there are 13 jails across the East Midlands. In 2011, they reported 25 incidents at height. In 2012, that number rose steeply to 118. And last year, there were even more, 169 incidents at height. Most of those happened right here at Nottingham Prison. And the POA told me that those incidents at height are just the tip of the iceberg here.
I would like a review into the staffing levels at Nottingham. I think it needs to be done before someone is seriously hurt, whether that's a prisoner or whether it's a prison officer. And I would say to ministers, you don't want blood on your hands. So the reality is what you need to do is work with this trade union in order to resolve the situation at Nottingham Prison before it gets out of control.
So a stark warning there, but has there been any response from the prison service?
Yes, we've had a statement from them this evening. They're adamant that staffing levels here are safe and in line with national guidelines, and they say the prison service isn't at all complacent about safety or security. We've also been told that most of these incidents at height are resolved without any injury.